Right, good evening everybody. Apologies for the delay, we had some technical issues. But here we are for the tier 2 race. A train leaves the... We are already filming. Controls, what is this? Yeah, so A-Train started on pole, but I think he's pitted. So Goach leads the race. No one's had any penalties as of yet. They're all on. Bolar started on hards. Sora, Chris and A-Train have all pitted for hards. But that was... that they pitted just now. It's a safety car for some... safety cars in this lap. That was a pity picks crash. Goats leads away, Davey, second you, third, Minty fourth, Nago fifth, Bossman being sixth, Boogie seventh, Ross 4K, A-Train 9 and Destroy 10. Are A-Train, Sora and Chris going to go to the end on the hards? It'll be a very tall order, but we saw it on the really lap this year, so... Green flags again. It looks like Goach is a very good. Goach is a very good result. He's immediately pulling. Looks like he's trying to pull away from Davey, but it's not going. It's only very gradual. But they are, looks like they are pulling away from Yuri. Davey's catching up to Goach. The gap's not increasing, it's decreasing. Bolar has overtaken Destroy. So is Sora. Looks like Destroy must have gotten a bit wrong there. As Sora's gone wide. Oh. Before Sora won the race this season, he's had the pace. He was very quick in Bahrain. And Canada. Oh. Yellow in sector 1, that's boss membrane. Boogie also has a high penalty for ball and cutting. Last swap noted by A3. He will certainly be on his way back up the field. Well, another yellow. Boogie's gone off. Boogie's gone off. So is Oswald. The AlphaTauri duo. Not AlphaTauri duo. Yeah, but all the AlphaTauri and the Red Bull, they've both gone off. DRS is enabled. Bolar's got a penalty now. Oh, so is Pentita. The gap between Davey and Goach is now just 4/10 of a second. And he's going to have the DRS now. And he's certainly going to want to use it down this long straight. The longest straight he's going to get on this track. Oh no! Davey's gone off! Davey was looking so quick there, but he's gone off trying to catch Stoke. Everyone else has gone through, he's down to 8th. 9th even. But he's struggling now, he's overheated those tyres, he's going to need to get back. They've taken Pintita down the inside on that sharp hairpin. Not really hairpin, but you get the idea. A-Train's also taken Pintita. He's managed to lose 2 places in one corner. That's not going to be good for him. But we still have 27 laps in this race to go. Oh no, that is A-Train. He's spun. It's not going to be good for him if he wants to carry those hard to the end. Obviously that's not going to be very easy. I mean, it wasn't going to be very easy in general, but to go Charlie's well, 3.5 seconds interval over Yuri, who's found himself in second. Oh, Zora's overtaken A-Train now. And that is a yellow in sector 1. That is the last walk. He's spun at turn 1. It's not going to be very good for him. Oh, yeah. He gets past Boogie. He gets back past Boogie though. Looks like they might have, I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was him being told to give that back to position. He becomes our second retirement from today's race. There's a yellow in sector 1. Someone else. Looks like I'm battling over P7. I don't know what Red Bull's doing, what he retired. But yeah, he really proving that their games are just as reliable as the life I want them to be. That's not the sort of confidence I'm thinking. Oh, Davey! Oh, that's Chris again. He's really struggling on that. He's really struggling on that part of the track. Yeah, I didn't see you there. I was too busy focusing on the game. I'll after window out of it to see the YouTube chat, and that disrupts the gameplay. And Bolar's overtaken Nado for P3. That's a Mercedes, and that is Pentita and A-Train battling over 5th. Pentita's gone far around the outside. He does not want to give up that position. He's also got the DRS. We'll see if he can pull it off here. See who prevails. Well, could have been the Mercedes going off there instead of the guy on the outside being punted by one. That would have been the change in fortunes. Pentita's lost the position so far, but he's not giving up. He's going to try and go down the inside of A-Train here. The penultimate corner. A-Train's gone very wide. And Pentita's going to get the DRS as well. Davy's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting warnings. The thing about Pentita is that he's got no battery left, but A-Train's got no battery left. Yeah, and I think now is the point where he's going to have to back off, I think. And the gap's dropping back, as you can definitely see. Chris and Last Walk battling for 11th. Chris has got a lot more ERS than Last Walk. Last Walk's got barely any. Chris is almost a full tank. As Pentita's got another 3-second time penalty for corner cutting warnings. That was it, a 3-way scrap for B2 between Derby, Nado and Bola. Nado and Bola both have DRS. Really doesn't. You see, it looks like Nado is he went too deep in today. He's lost the position to both Bola and Yuri. It's given Bola the advantage. Then Nado slipped back down to P4. I lost the slide. Shaw and Davey all battling for P6. Shaw was going to try and send it, but he was too far back. That's not shot. Yeah, that's not the sort of move you want to make. You don't want to send it from there, because otherwise that would have gone completely wrong. Well, he is going to try and overtake here. So far he's done that. Pentita might want to fight back, and Davey also, don't forget about him, he's quick. As we saw last week in Bahrain, he won the whole thing. Give it a few more corners. It looks like Sorry's done the job he needed to do to get that P6. Well, that is a yellow in sector 1. That is, I think that was Nado. Nado's spitting, that's why he's moving down. I think that might have been a... Oh yeah, he's got a 5-second time penalty. That's not going to be good for him. That's not the sort of thing he would want. It's not the sort of thing he would have wanted. seeing exciting battles happen all over the track. What's boss membrane trying to overtake Destroy for P8? He's got the DRS and Destroy barely has any ERS left. And Pentita and Chris are also going to try and join this battle. The RE, the goat splits, and so does Bolart. That means A. Oh no! That Bolart's not pitting. He just went up. He just went. I think he just spun. Certainly not in the direction of the pits. A-Train leads the way. Sora second. Davey third. Bolart's down to fourth. Goats is fifth, having just pitted. Yuri's sixth, and he also just pitted, but he's also got a 5-second time penalty. Which right now we're dropping behind 7th place Tornado. He's also just pitted, and it's just Destroy, Boss Membrane, both of them haven't pitted. And Tito who's just pitted, Chris who pitted during the safety car. And Last Walk who has just pitted. Still that three-way battle for P8 between Destroy, Boss Membrane and Pintita. Nail-biting scenes here. As Boss Membrane is going to try and go down the inside of the oh, it's they touch. I don't have a Martin here, but they touch. Whoever wants to volunteer to be Martin. Do we have a Martin here? They touch, but Boss Membrane got past Destroy. Chris also joined in the battle. Exciting scenes here. Oh, is Pintita going around the outside to Destroy? He's pitting. Destroy's pitting. That was the right call. Those mediums have been on for ages. Already on lap 20. Already on lap 19. Those mediums have been on for ages. They must have shown at least some signs of wear at that point. Putting the softs on. An alternate strategy. Is this going to work out for him? The only way to find out is to actually do it. He comes out just behind Last Walk. Neofane's got quite comfortable lead over Sora. He's under a little bit of pressure from Davey. Bad signs of wear. Oh, Gertrude's got a time penalty now. As Davey picks, again, another good decision, considering those mediums must be very warm. Now everyone with the exception of Destroy is on the harder compound tyres. see how well this soft strategy is going to destroy. As that is last walk, he's gone wide. Destroy just went in a bit deep in that corner. Oh, Destroy nearly touches boss membranes and as Bolar finally picks. He's picked after 20 odd laps. The others. Oh, Nado's got a time penalty for corner cutting. He's destroying his spun. He's struggling to get it going again. He's struggling to get it going. Is this some sort of hardware issue maybe? Or he's not want to damage his tyres. Either way, that's lost him a lot of time to everyone else. Oh no! He spun again. He's pitting now. I think those tyres are very heated. His Davies as fast as that. Sora's got a time penalty for corner cutting now. Well, the only ones that haven't got any penalties are A-Train, Chris and Boss Membrane. And I think Destroy, who goes on for a new set of medium tyres. There's got a battle for 10th place over here. Boss Membrane's going to try and overtake last spot. Down into turn 1. Last walk has got the position for now. Let's see what Boss Membrane's got here. Yeah, I think that's last walk's position for now. Well, not yet. Well, I have pinged Nathan. Was one of the Aston Martins at the fast lap? Didn't catch who it was. Davey and Bola are battling for P6. What we've got here, Davey's got the less. Bola has got the ERS advantage. And they nearly touched going into that, going into turn whatever 4 I think that is. Okay. Yeah, no, in sector 2 and sector 3 that means Yuri. Oh, he's hit the wall. Oh, Yuri was doing so well. Shame to see it end like this. Well, he's not over yet. Don't know what I'm saying. Whereas Tata's going to be very overheated. He's going to need to spend a lap or so cooling it down. Yep, he's putting a new set of mediums on to go the last 10 or so laps. Yeah, Bolt's Gaming Destroyers sadly lost at the moment. His strategy's not been too... The strategy, soft tyres, he spun on them and they overheated and he's put a new set of mediums on, but yeah, I think a few spins caused him and he struggled to keep it going as well, so I think that's what put him... That's what put him where he lost a lot of time to everyone else. We see Boss Membrane and Last Walk still fight. Oh, Burlar's gone fastest. We see Boss Membrane and Last Walk still battling for P9. Or P9 now, because he pitted. Oh no! Boss. Well, Davy's got another penalty. Burlar's also got another time penalty for corner cutting. You wanna know who doesn't have a time penalty? A-Train. If he can make these hards go to the end, I think with everyone else's corner cutting penalties, he will be. I think he'll very likely win this race. Got Nado and Davey battling for P5. Davy's come through on this corner, but see if Nado's going to do anything on the or he's too far back. Right, he's got the DRS here. Here we goes fastest. I think Nado's just too far back on Davey now. So everyone is spaced out on the track slightly, and got a few laps to go. Everyone on track is spaced out slightly. The gap between Goats and A-Train appears to have come down slightly. We'll see if Goats can use his time. Oh yeah, he's got another time penalty for corner cutting. We'll see if Goats can catch A-Train within these next 7 laps. Oh, he's struggling. He went a bit too high on the revs there, but that surely must have impacted something. Oh, he went way too deep into that corner. He's keeping it really hard on the revs. I want to go up again and get some extra speed. He's lost quite a bit of time to A-Train now. think he's struggling slightly.
Cheers. Oh, that is it again. He's scared and he's go to what it is now. Same things now, but even if you can keep coming down at what it is now, always looking way too deep into that corner, that might have lost him some valuable, that's lost him some valuable time. That's what Frank Buffett is out for.
If he doesn't do that again, then he will win the race. Right, he's a yellow flag for Yuri again. He's lost it. It's not been his race so far. That 36 out of 36 gap between A-Train and Goat is just under 2 seconds, I'll say. This lap will be the decider of whether Goats wins this or if A-Train wins this. A-Train is doing what he needs to keep the gap under 3 seconds and he will win. And we're just coming up to the final half of the final lap. As Goat is going to cross the line in first, but A-Train with Goat's penalty, A-Train crosses the line to win the race. Sora's going to come home in third. Will he or won't he? I think he will. Sora comes home third, Davey comes home fourth, Nado is going to come home in fifth. Bola's got another penalty. Oh, he's at the wall. It's been Tita 6th, Bola 7th. Chris is coming. Oh, yeah, he's crossed the line. Chris crosses the line in 8th. Chris Cross. Boss Membrane crosses the line in 9th. Cross the line, he is 10th. It was very nice, there's some very good battles out there. There's battle for the win as well. 3 second penalty really shook it up between A-Train and Goat. Celebrate the podium. That might be the end of this race, but do not leave, because we have 2 of them coming later. are your tier 2 results? Oh yeah, so we have Chris here for an interview now. Chris, how was the race?
Well, I'm really chuffed with that. It was really good.
Yeah,
I just literally, had a chest infection since Thursday, and I've been literally got out of bed, done the race, and now I'm going back to bed. So I've been really poorly for a few days now. So I wouldn't have raced, I don't think, if I weren't hosting. So it was a good result. My partner,
yeah, you should be very happy with that.
excuse me. I read this off and I feel better. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Mate. Are you on your own today? Are you?
I'll ping Nathan. I'll DM him again.
Right, I don't think me coughing on your stream's gonna help your figures, so I'll catch up.
I
with
don't think
you
it'll
later.
help you either, to be fair.
See you later.
Yeah.
See you, take care.
Right, so here we are, we're back in tier 1, we've got the tunes on, we've got our grid, we've got Gloomy, Gabuka, Boss Game, Vale, Dom, Jolly Pidge, Alpha Romeo, Lights Out, 610, Haley and Melon. Got the tunes on, we've got the game going. And sometimes that's all you really need when you're gaming. The tunes on, game's working. We are, however, just waiting on potentially any more people who decide that they're going to be our 12th, potentially our 12th competitor tonight. Seems to be lacking a slight bit. So Nathan has gotten back to me, he doesn't particularly feel very well, that is why he's not joining. So, we wish all the best for him. He still continues to recover. Haley, Booker, 610, Boss Game, Vale, Crimmy and Gloomy, Dom, Alpha Mayo and Lights Out, all on proper laps. That is a yellow sector 1, that is Dom, I believe, no it wasn't, not Dom, I don't know why there's a yellow sector 1. This is kind of going slower than average flying lap speed, that's really qualifying. Someone's giving way. Gloomy goes for... Gloomy does a 105.1, Man Lights Out does a 105.7, Haley does a 104.8. Haley's gone faster so far, Alpha Mary's done a 104.9, Dom's done a 105.6. Yeah, I need to move the mic close, I need to hold my mic when I'm commentating. With the yellow in sector 1, that certainly would have been whoever that was giving way to Haley. In the blue car, I didn't catch who that was, mind. The Geordie pitches at a 105.4. As everyone's coming to the pits now, it's still Haley on provisional pole, but Mellon's not set a representative lap time. Mellon's only done a 1:15.4. Certainly, that is certainly not his top pace. We know that. Anyone who's ever watched an OGKROE race or ever raced with Mellon will know that he is a lot quicker than that. Point proven, because he's gone 0.02 of a second quicker than Haley. When Haley has needed confidence boosts as of recent, so she can take a huge boost in being just 0.02 of a second slower than our defending champion, the Tier 1. And someone who is genuinely regarded as the guy to beat, especially considering Vale's not in this race. The only rival since I last spoke of our 11 people is Crimmy. He's joined very silently. He'll rise to the top very silently, just like Portugal in the Eurovision. Not like Portugal in F1 because they haven't had an F1 driver for 16 years. But I have no idea what I'm on about, clearly. And I'm off on a tangent, so Crimmy's done his outlap as our big boss game, and Vale is in actually. Must have missed that. Yeah. Yeah, GG. Vale is in. Crimmy went very quick through turn 1 there, it felt like it. We need to get the lap data up. Yellow in sector 1, that certainly just 6:10 going slowly. And again, these yellows are just people going slowly. No one's crashed yet. So anything can still happen, as was the favourite phrase in the Lechonk, or the former Lechonk community that's migrated everywhere else. What's Crimmy going to do as he crosses the line? That is a 1:05.6. That is half a tenth and half a hundredth quicker than Dom. Well, Dom's just bested that time actually. He's gone about a tenth quicker than his best lap, which puts him back to 7th. Yellow in sector 2 again. That is just one of the Red Bulls going slowly. Oh, that was one of the Aston Martins. I think that was Geordie Pidge. I think it looks like he might have lost it a bit. It's like, is here? Oh, let's see what Gabook's doing first of all. See, that is Vale. He's that's at turn 1. Gabook does a 1:09.1:05.9. So to cap it all off, Mellon is first with a 1:04.8. Haley is second, also with a 1:04.8. Haley is just 2 thousandths of a second slower than Mellon, our defending champion. Alfa Romeo third with a 1:04.9. 610 fourth with the 1:05 flat. Gloomy is fifth with a 1:05.1, 1.5 tenths up on down on 610. 610. Geordie Pidge 6th with a 1:05. Oh, Gloomy is improved. That is very impressive. Gloomy's done a 1:04.9. Just under half a tenth quicker than Alfa Romeo, so that puts him third. 610 for Geordie Pidge 6th. Dom 7th with a 1:05.5. Gloomy 8th with a 1:05.6. Slots out 9th with a 1:05.7. 4 thousandths quicker than Bosco, who's also done a 1:05.7. Gabuka 11th with a 1:05.9 and Vale 12th with a 1:16.6. But we know Vale, he is the 2-time OGKROE Tier 1 champion, and he will certainly have more in the tank than that. But also remember that even if he didn't, it's Vale, he's still going to charge through the field. We saw that happen in the very first season in Brazil when he started last when we had the squid race. The qualifying was reversed, so it was the last place qualifier on pole position, which was obviously myself. And Vale, being the quick guy, started at the back, but he charged through the field anyway, and I think he actually won the race, or at least did very well. I think he came in the top 3 at least. Point is, Vale can charge through the back, so even if he can't set another lap, you can't write him off. He's a 2-time champion for a reason. Excuse me, excuses that I went on a bit of a tangent there. I was making a point about how you cannot write anyone off. Especially Vale. 610's also. 610 has improved while I was... Oh, Vale's lost it, but thankfully it's his outlet. He's called the tyres a bit. Yeah, he just needs to cool the tyres a bit, and then we can go full pelt. Man's on a 1:05.5. So he's on even quicker. Right, they've on board with Vale now. See, he's one of the Red Well, I think Lights Out's had a bit of a moment there in sector 3. See, Vale's on purple in sector 2. See what this will mean for his final lap. It's going to come across the line. It will be a 1 minute 4.9. That puts him 6th. Certainly a lot better than the 12th he was in. He is only 100th of a second slower than Alpha. It's very close between Gloomy and Vale. It's not even a tenth of a second. Yeah, that's not even a tenth of a second between those 4 guys. 610 improved also, really. Because he had not done a 104.9 last time I mentioned him. But just under 4 minutes remain in this qualifying session. Let's ride on board with... Oh, Boss Games lost it at the final corner. So on board with lot. Well, that is a yellow. Oh, that a Haley, and I've got the Alpha Tauris mixed up. Of course, one thing we need to mention, if you have not watched OG3 this season, the top 10 of this tier 1 qualifying session will be reversed on the starting grid, so it will be so at the moment it will be Boss Game on pole position with Gabuka 2nd, Trimmy 3rd, Jordan Bridge 4th, Vale 5th, Alpha 6th, 610 7th, Glooby 8th, Haley 9th and Melon 10th. On board with Gloomy, he's on a flyer right now. Yellow in sector 1, that was one of the Red Bulls. I think that was Lights Out. Well, he's about a tenth up in sector 2. 10th up on his previous best. That is a 104.8 from him, so that does not see him move up in position, but it does see him move closer to Haley than the group behind him that are separated by less than half a tenth. I mean, it's less than 400 at this point. We have just a minute left in this qualifying session. I don't see the order changing. Yellow, that was a 610 going slow. Yeah, for Mayo's improved. He's done a 10. He's done a 104.916. That's put him ahead of 610. I think he's about to start his own flying lap. Oh, that was not the best exit I've ever seen out of turn 1. That's the only flaw really I've seen. And I probably couldn't have done any better myself. So, oh, that is an Aston Martin. That was Dom. He spun at the hairpin. Thankfully it didn't impact 610's lap. As Mellon finishes session on provisional pole, Gloomy Vale improved to do a 1:04.6. Oh, that is a very impressive lap from 610. That is a 1:04.695. That is 12 hundredths slower than Vale. That puts him ahead of Haley and Gloomy and Arthur. He was ahead of Arthur anyway. No, he wasn't. Wait, can't actually know at this point. But he did look very quick on that lap. I'll give him that. See if Haley's going to do any better here. No, Haley does not improve. Nothing. I think that's everyone. I think Lightsout's not going to improve. So your top 10 on the our grid for the race will be Boss Game on pole, Gabuka second, Geordie Page third, Kimmy fourth, Alpha Mayo fifth, Balloon sixth, Haley seventh, 610 eighth, Vale ninth, and Mellon 10th. That is, of course, as a result of Tier 1's reverse grid rule, where the top 10 of the regular qualifying get reversed. So those who get the quickest qualifying times have fought their way back. Oi oi, Tommy Tipper indeed! Oi oi! So yeah, Mellon gets first on qualifying, Vale second, Vale just 10th behind as for 610, fourth on the second. But Mellon is Haley, I don't know what that sentence was either. And oh, so at the moment we are. Well, we will be back in just a. Alright, so we will just wait for the new lobby to be set up. I can't do any interviews, I don't have mod permissions to drag anyone in. It's a shame. I will wait and I will join the new lobby that we've got going. I could not be looking any more forward to this. Everyone was very close in qualifying. Closely matched, and we'll see if race pace will prevail. And we'll see if any of the lower half of the top 10 will have the race pace to keep the quicker guys like Mellons and Vales behind. I need to spectate myself. At the moment we are just waiting on Crimi. The OG Portuguese warrior of OGKROE. Joined at the end of the season, joined in the break between season 1 and season 2. Took part in the race off at the side of the tiers for the second season. Got to the first tier. Was good enough to be in tier 1 and we kept it there, and he's stayed in there in tier 1 since then. The race off, those were the days. At the moment there's not many people around from when that was a thing, from when we did it. I think it was only I think Gloomy was there, I think Alpha was there, Vale and Dom were there, Haley took part in it, 610 also I think was in it, Yuri was also in it, I was in it. Crimi is here, so we just need to wait for everyone else to ready up and we will get going again. So all the races are just loading up, finalising their loading up into the lobby. We have 36 laps of exciting racing lined up for you guys. Formation up first of all. See if all the cars can get away. Of course, this isn't like real life. I mean, cars are a lot more reliable now, but like, obviously in real Formula 1 there has been quite a good few instances of cars failing to get away on the formation lap. I think we had Felipe Massa one year, and I think Hungary. Must have been others, can't remember. Almost forgot that it wasn't the rolling start. No, we didn't have a safety car. We haven't had any disqualifications on the formation yet, which surely must be a very rare occurrence in OGKROE. Hard to few myself. Got the veteran racer over here. The only disqualifications anyone's going to get now is failing to park in the grid slot, which is something new that they've introduced into the game for this year. They didn't have this last year or any other year. The 5 lights are coming on, and it is lights out and away we go. That looks like a good start from Boss Game in the Alfa Romeo. It's a poor start for Kabuka. He's been jumped by Jordy Pitch. He's going to try and overtake Boss Game into turn 1. Look, he hasn't done that, but yeah. But he's got to keep Kabuka behind now. Kabuka has not wanted to give up his position. He has, but not voluntarily. That made no sense at all. Gloomy has gone very deep into that corner, and he's been overtaken by Alfa Romeo. Down to P5. Like this angle. Why can't we have this more often? And if I go around the outside of Alfa Romeo, where Alex Albon was punted off in F1 back in 2020, he is not giving up. Oh, there's a crash for Gloomy and Alfa Romeo. They've spun. They've both come together. And Alfa Romeo is on the back foot now. As Gloomy pits, I think he lost part of his front wing there. Yeah, I think that's going to be a change. Yeah, that's a change of front wing for him. He lost the end plate. He lost his right end plate. That one little end plate can help with downforce quite a little bit. Let's go back to the front. Boss Game has a 1 second lead over Georgia Pitch, who's trying to keep Kabuka behind. Well, after he was jumped on the start. Kabuka was jumped on the start, that is. As Boss Game, unsurprisingly, that's the fastest lap. It's still very close between everyone else. As Gloomy has got a 3 second time penalty now for corner cutting. It's going from bad to worse for him. After tangling with Alfa Romeo in the opening lap. He had to pit for mediums and he's certainly going to have to stop again. Meanwhile, Haley's trying to keep Crimmy and lights out behind for P5. jumping over the curb. That's what it looked like from my screen. Actually, that's probably probably not what they were actually doing. As Vale's overtaking Gabuka, going into turn 3, the sharp right-hander. Left-hander, I can't actually remember which way's which. Yeah, Vale's got that position now. Over Gabuka. Jordy Pidge is just 3/10 behind Boscain. Obviously he's going to be too far back to make a move. And we're still in the early stage of the race, so it would be a very silly idea, quite frankly, to make a risky move at this point. Or at all, because you want to do as well as you can. And you've got to be in it to win it. And if you make a silly move, then you're not going to be in it anymore. But Jordy Pidge has the DRS. They always got the fastest lap. He's going to try on it. Jordy Pidge was too far back. He was thinking about it, but Ward's decision was to back out. Otherwise, he would have risked a penalty, damage, or basically anything else that would not have helped his race at all. Because the opportunity is going to come when it comes. As seen here, when he tried to overtake going into turn 3, but now he's lost the place to Vale, who will also try and overtake Boscain going into turn 4. And it looks like he succeeded. Our two-time OGKROE champion has overtaken Boscain into turn 4. He now leads the race. He's already extending the gap, it seems. Oh, slightly. We're on lap 6 and the Jordy Pidge and Boscain are battling out for P2. No one wants to give up the position. They've both got DRS, so it's just a matter of who's got the better line, who's got the better traction. JP's going to try around the outside, but he loses out to Boscain. Not yet though, because they both still got DRS. It's all now a matter of who's got the better traction, who's got the better line, and who ultimately is more willing to risk making such moves at this stage in the race. Because I've mentioned this before, Nathan's mentioned this before, you've got to play the patience game in this sort of thing. Oh, that is a yellow flag. Looks like that is Hayley. She's spun, and she looks like Alfa Romeo also spun. Don't know if they came together. But Hayley's gone down to P9. So Vale is already Vale has already pulled out a gap of 1.5 seconds over Boscain. It's a huge DRS train in the middle section of the field. Oh, Vale! No, Hayley nearly lost it there. He's trying to overtake 6-10. It looks like they might have slightly come together, or she was just too quick into that corner. And she's struggling to keep the car on the road now. She's just taking the curb and just keep making corrections. Because without it, the car would just not be there with her. It would be thrown into the barriers like... well, any racing game really. Jordy Pidge and Boscain are battling out for P2. This is very close. Neither of them are wanting to give up the position, but I think George Pitch has just prevailed. So far that is, because not only is Boss Game behind him, Gabuka's behind him, and so is Melon. Melon, who started in P10, he started on hards, so he's going to go for the overcut. He's going to go for the long game first of all, which is quite different to everyone else apart from Crib and 610. They also started on the hard tyres. 610's overtaken lights out for P7. Melon's got the DRS. He's going to try and overtake Gabuka on this back straight, but they're on the... and it looks like he's done it. Not yet though. As he's... that was brief. But Melon's playing the long game. Both him and Gabuka are on they're on entirely different strategies. Melon's going to prefer to have the soft tyres at the end, while Boss Game and Geordie Pidge and Vale are going to prefer to have the hard tyres. Speaking of, oh dear, Geordie Pidge, he spun. It's a shame for him, he was looking very good. The same thing that happened. Oh dear, that is Hayley. She's also spun. I don't know if either of them have come. I don't know if either of them came together with someone. That's not the sort of thing that Boss Game's pitting. I think that might. I think that might have been damage for Boss Game. I think he might have tapped JP because he's coming into the pits and he's lost his right end plate. That is a change of front wing on the hard tyres go on the new front wing goes. And Melon's made his way up, and all of that, Melon's made his way up to P2. 5.5 seconds behind Vale. Yeah. Oh dear, that is an Alfa Romeo, that is Boss Game, he's spun coming out, he's had a moment coming out of the pits. Haley also pitted, I think that might have been a change in front wing. Alfa Romeo also pitted. So I think Boss Game and Haley made contact with someone or something, lost their front wing, and JP got caught up in whatever. I think JP got tangled, Geordie Pidge got tangled with Boss Game, and Boss Game damaged his front wing. Geordie Pidge lost a lot of positions there. Melon right now is trying to hold back Gabuka for second place. Gabuka has also got the Alpine pairing of 610 and Cribby behind. It is all a DRS train. Vale's internet must have timed out. He's gone. It's just the spirit of the car that remains. Normally people leave if they retire, but Vale's internet must have timed out. I have every bit of belief that he will come back. As Dom's also pitted, he was on the softer tyres. He was only allowed to start on soft tyres. Looks like he's going onto the mediums. I think that will be a 2-stop because there's no way those mediums will be going to the end. Overtaken by Haley. But again, everyone's on different strategies. Haley could well be going to the end on those hards. We saw Haley go to the end on like 30 lap old hard. We saw AJ at the end on 30 lap old hards. He stopped during safety car periods, kept the same tyres on to the end, and ended up winning the race. So you never know, it could still happen. Vale has lost out to Melon in as well. Vale's AI. Let's go, sister. Melon's going to start pulling out a gap now. See if this Jordan Bridge picks as well. See if he's going to see what cars he's gone on to the hards. I think he might make these ones go to the end. Seems a very plausible strategy. And Kabuka has also overtaken the Ghost of Vale. Vale's losing time ever since his connection timed out. Yeah, he's now lost the place to 610 as well. He was leading, he's now fourth, all within the space of a lap. And he's got Crimmy behind him as well. Crimmy has overtaken Vale. And he's got Lights Out closing in as well. Not closing in just yet, but yeah, the gap's still about 2.9 seconds. The 610 and Gabuka are oh, that was close there. 610 and Gabuka are battling for P2. Still got the Ghost of Vale. Boss Game's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting warnings. From the Alpine team, they are both on the moving strategy. That is presumably the strategy that both them and Melon are going for. Vale, Gabuka and Lights Out are the only medium starters to have not pitted yet. The 610, so taking Gabuka better than that. Gabuka for now. Oh, Gabuka went deep, and it so far appears to have paid off. Haley's at the fastest lap with 107.4. Oh, that is minimal contact. It's not contact, but it's enough for 610 to get past Gabuka for second. It looks like he's going to try. It looks like that move is stuck. I think Gabuka's going to be trying another move. He's going to have to pit soon anyway because he's on aged mediums. 610 will certainly have that few laps advantage. While Kabuka's mediums are just dried up. Lights Out picks. Oh, that's a 5-second penalty for Lights Out. He's spent the pit lane. That is Haley as well. Haley has spun. And she's losing all sorts of positions now. Gloomy's made his way back up to 6th, but he will have to stop again because those mediums are not going to go to the end of the race. So, just as a reminder, those yet to pit include, well, they are Melon, 6-1, Gabuka, Crimmy and Vale. They are the drivers still yet to pit. Speaking of, Vale, the ghost of Vale has pitted. He's going to go on to hard. Those hard will certainly be expected to last full hard for 20 laps that we've got remaining of this race. And Gloomy's also pitted again. What he's going to go on to, he's gone on to the hard. So again, 20 laps. He's got to make those hard work. Gordy Pidge is overtaken, lights out for P5. You see the Gordy Pidge behind. Going into the Albon corner, as I like to call it. So that's what happened there. Garuka also bits. Oh, was that a look up there I saw from someone? Was that a look up I saw from someone? I don't think it was. Garuka's also gone into hards. And surely the pit stop windows for Mellon, 610 and Crimmy are all looming. It's only a matter of time for the three of them. Now for Mayo's set fastest lap. And Lightstine's gone back past Roddy Page, but he's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. That's the whole corner cutting thing, that's been the thing since the very start of OGKROE. Alfa Romeo has also just got the time penalty for it. The corner cutting penalties, that has been things since the very start of OGKROE. That's something that's been prevalent in the very first race, and that's something that will probably be prevalent in the very last race, in the unlikely and sad event that the league shuts down. Hopefully that does not happen. Vale's come back. He will not be happy to see that his car's gone all the way down to P10. I don't know what his original strategy was, but there's a very big possibility that it might not have been what the AI has placed him on. Actually, it probably was actually, because he would have decided it before the race started. That would have been his strategy. Maybe I'm just being a bit pessimistic. We don't like pessimism. As Vale's gone down to P12 after having rejoined. He's left again. Dom has also overtaken Emo Dom and Lights Out, also battling for P7. And Cremmy becomes first of the hard runners to pit. He's going to go on to mediums. An overall 16 laps to the end. And Gabuka's going to jump him. And Haley's had a time penalty for corner cutting. Crimmy loses that to Gabuka. but rejoins ahead of the big train. That is George Pidge, Boss Game, Dom, Haley and Lights Out. Oh, 610 pits, that is a yellow. That is Alfa Romeo, he's lost it. And that oh, he's retired. That particular section of track has been very difficult for our races today. We've had many spins there, but I think Alfa Romeo is the first tier 1 driver to retire as a result of losing it there. 610 has pitted for fresh mediums. We'll see if Mellon's going to do the same this lap. His time must be coming up. Alfa Romeo. Yeah, he retired already. That looked close to being a penalty for Mellon from my point of view. Probably wasn't from anyone else. Probably wasn't from anyone else's point of view. Probably wasn't from his. On the fresh mediums go, we'll see if the longer wait has paid off, or if 610 will be the one who jumps him on the pit exit. It's going to be the former, because although Crimmy's just at the fastest lap, Mellon has got the track position ahead of 610 and Gabuka and Crimmy, obviously. And he still leads the race, but he's going to need to warm his tyres up. We saw this happen, and I think last week or the week before we saw this happen where one of the leaders, where someone came out the pits ahead of where someone was in the back. Yeah, we saw this happen in Bahrain in Tier 2 with Nado, and I think it was Boss Membrane, where Nado came out the pits, when Nado tried to overcut Boss Membrane, came out of the pits ahead, but ultimately lost out because he had to warm his tyres up. But that does not appear to have happened this time. Mellon's got that 1.5 second gap to 610, just under 1.5, but you get the idea. That is a yellow in sector 3. That is Boss Game. I think he just lost it at the final corner. There's a Lights Out. Also looks like he had a bit of a moment while fighting Haley. So that DRS train at Geordie Pidge, all Vale's got a time penalty for corner cutting warnings. So that DRS train that was led by Geordie Pidge, that's opened up a bit as a result of driver mistakes. And I think JP just pulled away from the likes of Dom and Haley and Lights Out. And of course Boss Game also had his moment at the final corner. Mellon just set the fastest lap on the fresh mediums. He's pulled the gap out to 2.5 seconds. Gloomy's overtaken Boss Game, who pits again. I think that might be this fresh set of softs or mediums, depending on what he's got in the bank. I think that's quite a bit in the bank as well, because it's been a new lobby from the qualifying. He's on the fresh hards for some reason. He's on the fresh hards. Don't know what he was going for there. I don't know if that was an automatic move. because that's certainly not the sort of strategy that I would have gone for myself at this stage in the race. Of course, we're not the closing. Of course, it's not the closing stage. We still have 12 laps to go. What a three-way battle for P6 between Dom Haley and Lights Out a bit further back from the battle. But I wouldn't count him out entirely. As we've had some similar go. We are approaching the 10 laps to go mark as Mellon crosses the line, start his 27th lap. So here is our leaderboard at this stage in the race. Haley's just overtaken Dom for P6. It is Mellon who leads the way by 3 seconds over 6:10 in Gabuka third, and then Krimi just behind the Hungarian driver in fourth. I think he's Hungarian. I did not want to get his nationality wrong. Yeah, he is anyway. Geordie Pidge in fifth after a tangle with I think Bosque after a tangle with poleman Bosque early on. And Haley in sixth, Dom seventh. Haley in sixth after a moment at the section after Albon corner. And Dom seventh, Lights Out eighth, Gloomy ninth after tangling with Alfa Romeo at the section after Albon corner. Well, that is a yellow in that part of the track. That is on the AlphaTauri. That's Haley. She has lost it again at that section. Dom, Lights Out and Rooney and Bale have all overtaken her, so the revised leaderboard looks like this. Mellon leads the way on his 28th lap, sits 10th second, Gabuka third, Krimi fourth, Geordie Pidge fifth, and Haley pits again. Dom sixth, Lights Out seventh, Ruby eighth, Bale ninth, Haley was speeding in the pit lane there. She's retired, and if she's calling it a day there, she needs that she needs a confidence boost. I don't think this race was it. Yeah, I don't think this race was it for her. So that puts Bosque back into the top 10 by virtue of there only being 10 people in the race. But hey, that's how Portugal got their only F1 podium. That's how India got their only ever F1 points. So you've got to take what you got. Got to take what you get, essentially. Haley balls over to formally retire from this week's race. It was a very good qualifying from her, but the race, I think she just struggled. She lost it a few times at that middle section. Blueberry's got another 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Mellon leads the way. The gap is now 5 seconds over 6:10. It appears that the overcut with the hard tyres paid off, because the top three were the three who started on the hard tyres and kept them going until only about 8 or so laps ago. Luke is trying to get back past Krimi, but Krimi's got the battery advantage. Gabuka's barely got any. Krimi's got about 30%. Mellon goes fastest again. Lap 30 out of 36 now. Gabuka desperately trying to keep up with Krimi. And we've got a bit of a battle for P6 with Lights Out, Dom, Gloomy and Vale. Vale who returned from his ghost form after his internet stopped timing out. But during the time his internet did time out, he did lose a lot of time. He did lose a lot of time to the likes of everyone, essentially. Gloomy is either after a tangle with not Bosque, Alfa Romeo early on, ruined his race. It was on lap 1. It was not here, it was just slightly after. It was about a bit after this corner. It was about here-ish. This is where it happened. On lap 1, it ruined both their races. Alfa Romeo eventually spun there again and retired. Lap 31 out of 36 now. Mellon's gap to 610 has stretched to 6 seconds. 6 and 10 now. And Gloomy overtook Dom while I was discussing that lap 1 incident between him and Alfa Romeo. He's now going to try and overtake Lights Out P6. That will be a stellar comeback from lap 1. He's going to get the DRS here. And he's got a battery advantage. Lights Out's got none left. Gloomy's got about 10. Gloomy's got about 15%, but that's still more than Lights Out has. And Dom, I think Dom just had a bit. I think Dom had a bit of a moment there. I don't know what it was, but. He's lost to Vale now, he's in P9. Meanwhile, Gabuka's still not letting Crimmy go. Crimmy's got about 5 times the DRS. It's only showing signs of opening up. 610's headed for a second consecutive second place finish. As he was cruelly denied of a win in Bahrain due to track limits penalties. So all the cases over. Gloomy is battling with Lights Out. P6. That corner, that is where we've seen a lot of it. This section of track is where we've seen a lot of overtakes happen. Vale is going to try for the double here. He's got onto the grass. Oh, that was very close. That could have resulted in another Albon situation if Vale was not as thoughtful. But man knows how to race. Although he did lose a bit of time there. I think he did lose a bit of time there. But he can gain that time back in the 3 laps. So he's got 3 laps to gain the time back. He's got the battery advantage over both Gloomy and Geordie Hitch. And he's going to get DRS as well. But Lights Out's also got DRS. It's not even Geordie Hitch I'm supposed to be referring to. I'm supposed to be referring to Gloomy. Oh, that is Lights Out. He's spun! He spun at that corner. Turn 3. Can't avoid that angle. And Vale is going to try and overtake Gloomy. He's got 2 laps to do it. 1 lap 35 out of 30. 6 Melon's got a nearly 8 second gap over 610. It's going to take Melon doing something stupid to lose that. Meanwhile, Gabuka is still hot on Crimmy's heels. But I think Crummy still has that battery advantage, that's the important bit. As Boscane's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Right, oh, he's going to try and overtake Gloomy here, he's going to go round there. Oh, he was too far back there. But yeah, it's gaining time, he's still about 3 tenths behind. So he can do it. He's getting that little bit of extra time and he needs that little bit of extra speed as well. Oh, George pitches a 3-second time penalty, that will promote. Well, I think so. Have a look. Let's have a look at the penalty situations. Melon has just started his final lap. We are on the final lap now. It's gone that quick, didn't notice. Let's have a look at the penalty situation. Oh, Gloomy has overtaken George Pitch. But he's got 6 seconds of penalty, so that'll be promoting both George Pitch and Vale up a place each. I'll put George Pitch P5, Vale P6 and Gloomy in P7. Vale's going to try and overtake Gloomy here. Don't know what that was, that must have been a bit of lag. Oh, looks like George Pitch went slightly wide there. I think he's just trying to avoid contact with everyone else at this point. Melon wins the race by 9 seconds over 6:10 in second. Crimmy third. Gabuka just 5 cents behind in fourth. Gabuka could not get past Crimmy. I think Crimmy had that battery advantage throughout the whole race. Gabuka used it all trying to keep up and he didn't have any to use when actually trying to overtake that Crimmy. That is 5th place for Vale, 6th place for Geordie Pitch, 7th place for Gloomy. Let's go over to Lights Out and he finishes the race in 8th. Boss Game's going to finish the race in 9th. Dom's going slowly, is he out of fuel? Oh, he's got a puncture! Didn't see that happen. So that is a win for Melon, his 2nd win of the season. 2nd place for 6:10 after being fully denied in Bahrain. He got another 2nd place here in Austria. And 3rd place goes to Crimmy. Turns out the hard tyre starting strategy that those 3 went on, that was what worked for them. Evidenced through their pace today, and Melon particularly, he pulled out a ridiculous 9-second gap. Yeah, that was very impressive. Well done to him and well done to all of our racers today. Congratulations to everyone who took part. Podium celebrations are now on. I do not have mod permissions to drag anyone in for interviews. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, that was your Tier 1 OGKROE race for Austria. Melon won, followed by 6:10 in 2nd, Crimmy 3rd, Gabuka 4th, Vale 5th, Jordan Page 6th, Lewis 7th, Whitestamp 8th, Bosque 9th, Dom 10th, Alien Alfa Romeo DNFing after accidents. That was a great race. There were battles all over. No one wanted to give up the position. We saw everyone fighting to the end. We saw Gabuka especially. He would not stop trying to get past Crimmy. It never happened, but you got to applaud him for trying lap after lap after lap. He was hot on Crimmy's heels ever since Crimmy came out of the pits on those mediums. Crimmy had that battery advantage. Gabuka didn't have any. He used it all trying to keep up with Crimmy and none to actually overtake. That is the sort of thing that you want to see in these races, and it's great that week after week we see this come to fruition. Honestly, this has been great. It's been great to watch, and it's been great to broadcast. It's been great to be a part of. But I do not have permissions to drag anyone in for interviews, so unless there is anyone in the voice chat now, which there isn't, then I will probably call it there. So, that is, this is OGKROE, and we will see you guys next week.